Here we go. Or not. Got something stuck in my throat. Am I making a shadow? Is that annoying? It is a bit, innit? Again! What are you saying, guys? Welcome back to my channel! It's that time again. Happy New Year, by the way. Hey, Happy New Year. I hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed year so far. Yeah, more like a week, but you know what I mean. So let's just get right into it. Today we're talking about 23 things that you need to be taken into 2023. I mean, I know we're already in 2023, but like, you know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, just let's roll the intro. Number one is establishing and honouring your own boundaries. So this is so important because it ensures you're respecting yourself and you're looking after your happiness and your peace. I always used to think there was something selfish about creating boundaries for yourself, but actually it's not that at all. It's literally just basic respect to look after your peace, your happiness and your mental health. Number two is making time for regular, quiet, one-on-one time with yourself to figure out how you feel and what you need. Life can be so quick-paced, I feel, especially as you get older. Everything just moves so quickly that you can end up going quite a long time without actually checking in with yourself and seeing how you feel. I notice myself doing that sometimes and I don't even acknowledge that I actually need to take some time out for myself. And what happens is if you don't give yourself that time to work out what you need and actually give yourself that, your emotions will end up taking control and they can come out in a very unhealthy and unexpected way. And you basically just want to minimize the chance of that happening. You want to be able to take control over it instead of it taking control of you at a time when it's just not good. Number three is practicing gratitude. Boy, if you know me, you know I love this one. What practicing gratitude does is it puts you in a more appreciative and more positive frame of mind. It actually works to change your mindset, and that is what is so powerful about it. It improves your mood, it makes you just genuinely more grateful for everything in your life, and actually that's when the magic happens, and that's when you end up welcoming a lot more blessings into your life. Just saying. The next one can be difficult, but it is so important, and that is challenging the toxic behaviours of people close to you. This links in with breaking generational curses, and this is essential to do that. It's so easy to overlook negative behaviours of people that we love, but it is our responsibility to call that out when we see it. Any toxic patterns, any toxic behaviour, we need to call that out because it's our duty to do that. And when I say call it out, I don't mean you need to create conflict. That is not what I mean at all. Sometimes all you need to do is raise a little bit of awareness. Just start the conversation. We open up that conversation to create a safer, more comfortable space. The next one is prioritizing your mental health above literally anything else. Now your mental health, let me just start with this, yeah? Your mental health is just important as your physical health. I'm gonna say that one more time. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Exactly, cool. Glad we got that bit sorted. So if you're not good, you can't do any of the things that you want to be able to do. Whatever else is going on in your life, whatever other priorities you could possibly have, you are not able to do any of that if you're not good. And whether that's looking after someone else, again, you can't pour into someone else's cup if you haven't poured into your own first. You have nothing to give if you're not good yourself. So whatever plans you have, your mental health should trump all of that. The next one is being yourself unapologetically. We do not live to be or to please anybody else. So be yourself, own your actions, and I promise you it will improve your life. You will feel so much happier. Whether you make a mistake, whether you don't, you will know that you made that decision. You are the only one accountable. So it actually ends up giving you a stronger sense of self, even if you end up messing up because you made that decision. Now you can learn from that, nothing is the end of the world, and you can move on. But the point is, you have to own your actions. It's about you. You make that decision, you make that action. No one else is dictating this, and you're not doing it for anyone else other than yourself. Be yourself and do not apologize for it. In 2023, we are being mindful and we are living in the present moment. Similar to what I said before, life moves so quickly and it is so easy to get wrapped up in stuff. Whether that is looking back and thinking about stuff in the past, or being so fixated on the future and where we're trying to get to and what we're trying to achieve. Regardless, both of those things is you not living in the present. And I'm not saying they're bad, it's not bad at all. There's moments of beauty in both of those things, but just don't get lost in it. Remember to take a breath, stop, pause, take a minute and appreciate where you are right now, because otherwise you're going to miss the most beautiful moments of your life, because you're constantly going to be thinking and feeling like you're somewhere else and not in your current moment. And this moment is only here right now. Just take a moment and just appreciate what you're doing and where you are in the present moment. This year, we are protecting our energy from anyone or anything that does not serve us. You should be the only person in charge of your emotions and in charge of your energy. You should be the only person with control over those things. If you are in a situation where you feel like you're being pushed down, if it's a situation or it's a person or whatever that's pushing you down, you don't feel like you're being lifted up, remove yourself from the situation. I understand it depends on the circumstance and everyone's situations are different. So if that's not possible, try to remove yourself as much as you can. Put your boundaries up. Again, linking to point number 1. Put your boundaries up and protect yourself, shield yourself. No one is worth ruining your own energy for. Next one is discipline. There are 2 pains in this world, yeah? This is a quote, you've probably seen it on like Insta or something. There are 2 pains. There is the pain of hard work, sacrifices to get where you want to get to, or there's the pain of not getting to that place you want to get to or achieving that thing. You have to pick which pain would you prefer. I'm gonna just leave you with that. Doing the work you need to heal any trauma that you haven't worked through. Old wounds can manifest in different ways, physically, mentally, and emotionally. It can be very, very difficult to face old trauma, but it's important that you face it and you do the work. It's uncomfortable, it's not a nice experience, I completely get it, and it's so easy to want to just like push it under the rug and just move on, but I'm telling you, it will come out in different ways. And the sooner you address it and you just face it, the better. The next one is be self-aware and acknowledge any unhealthy behaviors that you have. Check yourself. It can be difficult to look deep within yourself and be critical of what you find, of any unhealthy or toxic behaviors that you notice about yourself. But once you notice it, once you acknowledge it, you can start working on it. And it all starts from you just being self-aware and checking yourself. It's so easy to point the finger, but sometimes you need to point the finger this way. The thumb this way. Stop apologizing for something that you have no need to apologize for. I am guilty of this one, so yep, at the V right now. Use the word sorry consciously. I feel like a lot of the time it can easily become a filler word or a throwaway word if you feel like you're inconveniencing someone. It's like, oh, sorry, do you mind just... No. Pick and choose when you use that word, because that word has meaning. And don't lower yourself by apologizing for something that you have no reason to apologize for. Being completely honest with yourself about what it is you need. Sometimes with certain situations, it can be a lot easier to lie to ourselves because it feels like that's gonna make it easier short term, but I promise you, as time passes, it's not gonna stay that way long term. Your intuition. I'm gonna say that one more time for people at the back. Your intuition. When your gut speaks to you, I beg you, listen, because it is never wrong. Never. Quote me on that. Never wrong. Learn to identify the feeling, and then when you feel it, listen to it, because it's always going to be on your side. Knowing that your time is precious and only spending it with people and on things that are worth it. I don't think I even need to say any more on that one. That's it. That's literally it. Establish a way to find a sense of calmness amongst chaos. If you wait for everything in your life to be or feel perfect to feel happy, you are going to be searching for happiness for such a long time. I learned this one the hard way, believe me. Your life, your situation, everything is ever changing. So you're going to have to find a way to be able to find moments of beauty and moments of genuine happiness, even when things aren't going the way you want them to. And if you wait for perfection to find happiness, you are going to spend so much of your life not being able to find that. I'm so glad that I learned that it is so important to find a way find a way to find that sense of peace and that sense of happiness and calmness even when things are not going the way you want them to. Taking accountability. Hold yourself responsible for your mistakes, learn from them, correct yourself, and move on and leave it in the past. This year we are acting on our goals and dreams. Let me hear you say it. This year we are acting on our goals and dreams. That thing that you want to do, that project, that whatever it is that you aspire to have, aspire to be, if there is some action that you're meant to be taking that you're not yet taking, why? If you're waiting for the time to be perfect to do it, let me tell you now. Let me be the one to sit you down and tell you this. That time will not come. You need to make that time now because there is no better time than the present. Yeah, sorry for the cliches, but it's true. So this year we're going to get up and we're going to do them. No excuses. You make it happen this year. Giving yourself the treatment that you expect or you want from a partner. Don't wait for someone to come into your life and give you that treatment and give you that gift. Get it for yourself. Give it to yourself. Stop romanticizing seeing someone coming into your life and giving you all this amazing stuff and treating you amazingly. Yes, there is beauty in that and it is such a beautiful thing to have when you have it. But you don't need to be deprived of those things if that's not what your life is about right now. You can give that to yourself. Take yourself on dates. Buy yourself flowers. Treat yourself with that respect. If you want someone to come into your life and show up for you and prioritize you, why aren't you doing it for yourself right now? Why aren't you showing up for yourself? There is literally nothing stopping you from receiving that treatment. It just has to come from you. Letting go of things that you don't have any control over. Again, adding myself with this one. When something is consuming your mental energy, when you keep thinking about something and you can't seem to move off of it, and you're stuck in that thought, you're stuck thinking about that same thing, ask yourself one question. Can I control it? If the answer is yes, do what needs to be done. If the answer is no, that's it, stop. Do not give it any more of your mental energy. Spend that energy working on yourself and putting that towards something that's actually going to benefit you in some way. Direct it to something more positive for yourself. Consciously saving money. Yeah, I feel like I should hide for this one. Be conscious of how and when you spend money. Make sure that you're actually allocating some of your monthly or however regularly you get your paycheck. Make sure that you allocate a chunk of that to your savings. You never know when your situation might change and you may need to fall back on that money. So make sure that you've got something to save you in case you ever need saving. Spend more time with the people in your life that you love. Like I said before, you can get so wrapped up in life. You can be so concentrated on your own path. I am guilty for this. You can be so concentrated on where you're trying to get to and what your path is and what you have to do and where you have to be and how you need to be. And it's so easy to get so overly focused on that you don't actually stop to appreciate the people around you and the people that you love. If we're being honest, they're not always going to be around and you're not always going to have the opportunity to spend time with them. And I'm not saying that means don't concentrate on yourself and don't spend time by yourself and doing what you need to do. Absolutely not. But it's about getting a balance, right? It's about finding that happy medium where you are spending enough time with the people that you love and appreciating those like beautiful moments of life, but also, you know, doing what you need to do, living your own life for yourself. But just don't forget to stop and actually spend the time that you've got with the people you love. And finally, if you have the opportunity to show kindness to another person, whether that be a stranger or not, do it. You have no idea how big an impact that one gesture is going to make on that other person's life. I mean literally something as small as just smiling at someone that you pass on the street. You actually have no idea how big a deal that one action could be to that other person's day. Alright guys, those are the 23 things that I think we should be taking into 2023. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you want to see more videos like this, then let me know. If you've got any suggestions, let me know. I am also going to do a 22 things that we should be leaving in 2022 as well, kind of like the flip side of this video. And if you guys are interested in that and want to see that, make sure you drop this video a like so I know that you enjoyed it and you're ready for the next one. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. I hope you guys notice I've put in a lot more effort to the quality of my videos, the background, the equipment, everything. And also just to let you guys know, I am now going to be here every Sunday. So every Sunday there will be a new video from me at 5 o'clock. So make sure that you come back and you don't miss out on anything. Also, just another one, if you do actually miss the makeup content, or if you miss vlogs, if you miss anything like that, make sure you go ahead and check out my TikTok account. I actually post on there every day, at least once a day. Loads of makeup looks and get ready with me, loads of daily vlogs, loads of stuff like that. So if you don't follow me over there, go ahead and check it out. Also check out my Instagram if you haven't already, if you're interested in the fashion content. That's where you want to go. Anyways, I'm going to stop now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Stay smiling, stay safe, stay positive. I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Mwah. Bye guys.